I have a question. At the end of the story of the Ben Saira Meir, the Torah says, V'chol Yisrael yishmu v'yiro, that every Jew, means the adults, should hear about what happened and should get scared. So my question is as follows. It's talking about what we do to a 13-year-old little kid who doesn't behave. So why should the whole adults, all the adults, the whole Klal Yisrael, all the rabbis and all the parents and everybody, all the adults come to hear about it? Shouldn't it say, V'chol hayiladim yishmu v'yiro? All the kids, 10, 11, 12, 13, all the rebellious in the teenage years, why don't they come and see, look what happens if you don't listen to your parents? Isn't the message of the Ben Saira Meir to the rebellious kid? So listen to this. I sent out a much longer version of the Shem Shmuel, which is really worthwhile. But basically, the Shem Shmuel asked the following question. We know that we killed the Ben Saira Meir. Why? What did he do? He stole some, money. He took the credit card. He bought some wine. He ate some meat. Why did he kill him? The Torah is made. The Torah gives witness that he, at this age, at 13-ish, he did this. He will for sure end up being malastam asibris. He's going to become a murderer, become a drug dealer. He's become a murderer. People are going to die. So Hashem gives witness that he is the only person in the world that cannot do tshuva. Everybody else can do tshuva. Even a murderer can do tshuva. But here we're saying he will for sure be a murderer. We got to prevent him from being a murderer. And he cannot do tshuva. Okay? Did this combination, got to kill him. But there's a problem. Because the Gemara says that a Ben Saira Meir, kisha'aviv v'ima roitze limchol meichlin. So what does that mean? It means mommy or daddy say, oh, I'm so sorry. I forgive you. And then you don't kill him. But I thought you're not killing him because of what he did to the parents. You're killing him for what he's going to do to society. Says the Shem Shmuel, I don't understand. Lama tayil mechilasam. Why does it help? If we're killing him because he cut off his father's ear, and the father says, I forgive you, I understand. But you're not killing him for what he did. You're killing him because what he did shows that he's going to be malastam, he's going to be a murderer. And you got to save society now. It's like a raidif. You got to kill him now before he hurts other people. So how does mommy and daddy's forgiveness stop it? So now other people are going to die because mom and dad forgave him? Answer is the Shem Shmuel. You got to see it inside. It's so beautiful. Someone, no matter what they do, if the parents forgive the child, they will not end up becoming the murderer. They won't end up killing. And what do we see from there? So beautiful that you could have two kids exactly the same. One's going to end up in jail, in the system, and he's going to be a murderer, and the other one is not. One's going to be selling drugs, and the other one is not. One's going to be a detriment to society, credit card theft and all of these things. The other one's not. One's going to be bad, the other one's not. And what is the difference in those two kids? They could be exactly the same. If their parents are meichel, it changes them from the inside, and the Shem Shmuel explains how. Because as long as they're connected to mom and dad, they're connected to the Shalshelas HaKodesh, and they could do tshuva. Please look at that video for all the details. But here is the end. This is why it says, B'chol Yisrael yishmu v'yiro. That if chas v'shalom we have a Ben Saira Meir, and the parents are not meichel, and he gets killed, all of the adults should come and see. Look what happens when parents cannot be meichel their children for the bad behavior that they do. Yes, they're doing bad behavior. Yes, I had parents come here that the kids stole all of the mother's jewelry, broke into their safe, and I was at his wedding. Kadas Moshe Yisrael, Frum, Erlich, would never do anything like that again. I've seen kids come back from the worst behavior as long as the parents are meichel and are doing their job, which is the other speech about what you're supposed to do. Don't just get abused. We de-escalate the situation. We have no kids in jail. Almost 1,000 families under my care of dangerous kids and violent kids. We de-escalate it. Not just by being a shmata, by being an angel and giving the kids what they need. And yes, we see the results. The way that the parents deal with the kids. Kol Yisrael Yishmu V'yiru, Rachmana Litzlan, when there's a suicide, everybody should learn. Look what happens. I'm not blaming the parents because I don't know the situations. I could just tell you that B'li Ayin Hara, we never had a suicide. B'li Ayin Hara, the kids who were selling drugs stopped. B'li Ayin Hara, I have no kids in jail. And we do everything under the Das Torah, not just my Das Torah, which is pretty big, the biggest. But everyone else has their own Das Torah also. We work together. So everybody should know the power of parents. As long as you're connected to your child, they're connected to a very powerful Shalshelas HaKodesh, going all the way back to Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. Bevadai yochel asish tshuva miskabelas. Take care.